Hey y'all, welcome to class today. Today I am excited because you are going to get to learn about people's experiences in different parts of the world. This is a 2-day lesson series. Today you're going to be watching a video and tomorrow you're going to be listening to a podcast. But let's start with today. It is really important in today's world that when we watch video, when we talk to people, when we read, that we are thinking deeply about the information we are receiving. It's really important to let our brains process what information we are receiving, and we do that by actively thinking and reading. And we can use that word active to break down the brain's ways it processes information into 6 different kind of exercises, if you will. And the more variety you give your brain in terms of its thinking, the stronger it becomes. Let's talk about what active stands for. Active: A, ask questions. C, connect. T, track down key ideas. I, infer. V, visualize. And E, evaluate. All right, I have some guest speakers in this video today. Now, there are a variety of different things we can do for each one of these steps, but for the purposes of this video, the screen explains which questions we're going to ask ourselves. Let's take a look. A, ask questions. I'm going to ask you to ask questions first as you're watching this video. It's going to pause and it's going to ask you to either ask the question, why does the speaker say this? Like, what is the point? Why does the speaker use this word? Or why does the speaker say blank about the environment or people? It's really important that you're not just asking questions if you're confused, but you're asking questions that show you're wondering about something. And all 3 of these questions show that you're wondering more about something that was said in the video. It's really important to let your brain wonder about something, not wander. Wander with the A is to be distracted. I'm talking about wonder with the O, like, oh, the possibilities. All right, C, connect. Studies show that when we can make a connection or identify a similarity between ourselves and something else, that we are better likely to understand. So you probably have never been in a refugee camp before, like the young people we're going to meet in this video, but you can make a connection that helps you better understand by recognizing that you in your life have had the same emotions, you felt the same emotions, or maybe you've had similar experiences like in your relationships with your family or with school. And once again, you're not going to be able to make necessarily a direct connection with the environment, with the setting, and say, oh, I've been to Somalia, for example, where this person we're going to meet in the video is from, but maybe your environment is similar in some way. And then finally, same with the challenges. You might not have a direct similarity, like, oh yes, I had to flee my home because of war, but think about the challenges that the people in the video have faced and ask yourself if you've ever had similar challenges. Similar because of the way they made you feel. A lot of times we can make connections because we have felt the same emotion. So the thing that caused the emotion might be slightly different, but the emotion is the same. So try to make a connection to help you understand the information that you're learning about. Track down is the next one. Now, tracking down key information is important, and we get a lot of that information from the narration in a video. So you're going to choose a line from the video that helps lead to a deeper understanding of either the people, the challenges, the society, or the theme. So you might have to go back and listen and then pick a key line and write it down that you think is important. So of the whole video, what's one of the lines that are the most important for us to understand the video maker's message about the people and the challenges in the society he's describing? I infer, this is a tricky one, but it's important. because so many times in life, we should be picking up on things that maybe aren't shared directly with us, but that someone expects us to understand. So you're going to choose a line from the video that offers a clue about the speaker's emotions, personality, internal conflict, or external conflict. So something not shared with us directly, but you use the clue plus your just own knowledge and understanding of the world to say, they didn't come right out and say this, but I think we're supposed to realize this. And that's very important when we are trying to learn. V for visualize. Now, in a video, the visualizing has been done for us. In a text, authors use description, but in videos, there's pictures. So you're going to pick a spot in the video that you think is important to pause, to just look at the image. So identify a screenshot with powerful imagery. Imagery is really great description. So in this case, it would be a really great image on the screen that is important to help us understand the environment and the speaker's experiences. So if you could freeze any part of this video, which part would you freeze so that we could look at that still shot? Because that image is important to help us understand what we need to learn. E, finally, my little screencast has blocked. E is evaluate. Evaluate. It is a fancy word for offering an opinion. In this case, I want you to offer an opinion about the video maker or speaker's choices. So what do you think about this video? Did they do a good job at putting together a video that's supposed to teach us about what it might be like to live in a refugee camp? And so you're going to be thinking about the narration, the interviews, the images, and how do you think the video makers did? So we are going to go ahead and get this party started. You are going to be practicing active thinking as we watch this video. Have fun.
Hi, Scope readers. In this issue, you are going to meet a remarkable teenage girl named Bilan. Bilan is a refugee, and she wanted to share her story with you.
My name is Bilan Mohsen Ali. I'm 50 years old. I come from Mogadishu in Somalia. I live in Kobe refugee camp in Ethiopia.
Bilan is from Somalia. Decades of war, violence, and famine have made Somalia a difficult and dangerous place to live. Because of this, hundreds of thousands of Somalis have been forced to flee their homes. Many have crossed into neighboring countries like Kenya and Ethiopia. In 2015, Bilan became one of them. Around the world, 26 million people have been forced to flee their homelands because of war, violence, famine, or persecution, like Bilan. These men, women, and children who have had to leave their homes to save their lives are known as refugees. But what happens after they leave? Where do they go? Some refugees, including Bilan, live in places called refugee camps. Refugee camps are intended as temporary places for refugees to live. The camps also provide food, water, and medicine. Bilan lives in a refugee camp in Ethiopia called the Kobe camp. Bilan, her mother, and her siblings live in one of the camp's bamboo shelters. Here, Bilan and her family cook and eat their meals, play games, and sleep.
This is my bedroom.
When Bilan is not at home with her family, you might find her in class at Kobe's secondary school, where she is in 10th grade.
This is my classmate. And this is my teacher. This subject that were physics subjects.
For many refugee children, education is one of their hardest won assets. Only 23% of adolescent refugees are enrolled in school. Kobe School isn't just helping Bilan learn. She's made friends here too. In their free time, she and her friends like to play volleyball together or go to their favorite shops at the camp's market.
This is my favorite shop.
Bilan has important chores to do too. Every day, she must walk to the camp's well and collect water for her family to drink. Bilan must also travel outside the camp to collect firewood for her family to cook with. The Kobe camp has been Bilan's home for 4 years, and like many refugees living in camps, Bilan is uncertain when she will be able to leave. But that has not stopped Bilan from planning for her future. One day, Bilan hopes to attend college in Canada or the United States.
My dream or my future plan is to be a doctor. That is why I wanted to choose University Canada or USA.
To learn more about Bilan and her world, open your September issue of Scope and read I Live in a Refugee Camp.